Do I not have the cutest baby in the entire world? Oh, man, I love it. I absolutely love it. So, of course, it's taken me on a very awesome journey. I think something that a lot of people are sharing, and we're delving deeper into the topic of weaning your baby as we are joined once again by the geniuses that are the co-authors of Weaning Sense, a brilliant book. We are talking about pediatric dietitian Kath Megaw and occupational therapist Meg Faure. Now, today we are tackling stage 2, and they call it the steady stage for babies between 6 and 10 months of age. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on the award as well.
Thank you.
I expect the awards will keep coming because this really is a game changer, and it's been such a resource for me. Now, obviously, my little man, he is now 8 months, so we've been moving into those new phases. I've really enjoyed introducing new things, and this really has helped me. It's all about new textures, new foods. This is almost that stage where we're laying down the neural pathways of how they're going to approach food for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely, and I think that's what the steady stage is about. It's really taking them into that exciting place of eating. You know, they've learned the skill to a large degree. They know what new foods are, and now you want to really just kind of blow that up and just let them experience and taste, and it's the fun aspect of weaning.
Yeah, for sure.
Why do you think parents are hesitant to introduce new things? And, you know, there is the stigma around new foods, new textures, and those sorts of things. Why do you think we're scared as parents?
Some of it comes from the noise in the media. So you hear so much controversial stuff in the media, like don't introduce eggs till a year and don't introduce fish or peanuts. So there's a lot of controversy out there, which makes us anxious as parents, because what would be the right thing then? So parents hold back rather than going for it. And then also the child's response often kind of, you know, and you were talking earlier about how your little one gags.
It's my favourite part of every meal, is the gag reflex. We both do it together now.
Well, I loved what you said about that, because you're taking it kind of matter of fact, you're making a joke of it, where some parents are going very anxiously that if their child is gagging, there must be something wrong, they must pull back and give them more smooth foods, and that is not true. So I think that holds parents back as well.
So you have the opportunity, obviously, with the BABYBULLET to introduce all sorts of new textures and those sorts of things. Do we just do it like once a week, once a month? How do we go about introducing these new flavors and textures?
And you do it as often as you can. So again, if you look at the book and the different personalities, some babies you're going to go a bit slower than others, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever your baby's little personality is, you are still going to want to encourage frequent introduction of new flavors and new textures. And there's different ways that you can introduce new textures. You don't have to combine textures to get a new texture. We think that smooth butternut has to become lumpy butternut, and that's not the case. That's gross. So what you can do is you can keep the butternut smooth, but you can give butternut pieces for a new texture. Exactly.
Just watch the mess unfold all over the house. I think a big resource for me is introducing the grains, especially, and being able to use the milling blade, because it comes with 2 blades and a host of little containers. And I'm all about the fresh food and organic meats and those sorts of things. So you need to know when you're putting it in there. So the date on these little tubs, how cute are they as well? It's just ridiculous. But there is also a responsibility. It's not just, and this is something I've also picked up in the book, it's not just about launching into every food imaginable. As a parent, you have a deep responsibility to protect your child. The same applies with the food. What responsibilities stand out when it comes to weaning, introducing foods, textures, nutrients to your baby?
Yeah, so I mean, for parents, we like to divide the responsibilities for parents and children. One of the responsibilities for parents is what you actually offer. So offer whole food and nutritious food, which you've spoken about. Try and really go for homemade food if possible, which is why we love the BABYBULLET so much.
Makes it so easy, honestly. It really does.
Seasonal foods is also really important. So fresh fruits and veggies that are actually in season,
at that time,
they're going to have the most nutrition, the most flavour, the nicest colour, and obviously a better cost as well.
Yeah, so the type of foods you introduce, and in the time of actually the meal times, that's the parent's responsibility ultimately. But one of the responsibilities we give to children, which parents often don't listen to, is how much to take in. So often we feel like they have to finish that whole jar, and jarred baby food is particularly bad like that, because they say they'll eat this much.
And that's not necessarily the right portion.
So follow your baby's lead and let them actually guide that part of the process of how much.
Oh, ladies, thank you so much. Thank you for the book. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Really is such a good combination to have as well. And for your chance to win your very own BABYBULLET, all you have to do, head over to our Facebook page. page, post a picture of you and your gorgeous little one today and tell us what their first meal that you would make in your baby bullet would be if you had to win. And make sure you use the hashtag #BabyBusiness in your entry. Terms and conditions apply and can be found on Expresso Show's website.